Hello, I'm Jim Gibson, and today I want to talk to you about some basic trailer information. Now, everybody understands that you've got two connectors on the front of the trailer for your air lines. Well, we're going to try to define these a little bit. The red one is what's called your emergency line or your supply line. The blue one is your service side. Now, these perform completely different tasks. The concept of the red one, or the emergency line or supply, is to keep air pressure on the trailer so that you always have an air supply. The blue one, this slide only activates when you put your foot on the brake pedal or pull down the hand valve. It runs air down through this line, through the rest of the system, back to the brakes on the trailer, and activates the service brakes on the trailer. You also have what's called the auto inflation system. Now, this is the Tri-Max built by Hendrickson. But the auto inflation system is designed to help a driver keep his tires inflated to a constant level all the time. When you first hook up to the tractor, you supply air on your red line, you hook up your light cord, there's power running to that system. If the tires are underinflated, or even one or all of them, then this light's going to light up to let you know that you've actually got low in tire inflation. If you'll allow the tractor to run anywhere from 3 to 15 minutes, depending on the inflation rate, that light will go out. When it does, your tires are properly inflated. Now, it maintains pressure while you're going down the road, and in cold tires, the pressure will drop. Hot tires, the pressure will increase. And this system automatically either applies or releases air from the systems to help to maintain a constant tire pressure. Makes them last longer, less chance of a flat. It's just the auto inflation system is just a money saver all the way around as far as shredder tires. This is actually the control module for the auto inflation system. Now, there's a valve on this side. You can tell that the system is cut on because the valve is in line with the line. If I turn it this way, across the line, then the auto inflate system is cut off. In this mode, the light on the front doesn't work, and the air going to the trailer tires is cut off. So in part of your pre-trip, if you see this valve in this shut-off position, please straighten it back out and activate the auto inflation system again. This will let you know simply by looking at the light if you have a tire that's underinflated. Doesn't mean you don't still have to check your tires, because you've still got to look for damage and everything else. But this will let you know that your tires are maintaining proper tire pressure. This is where the air system actually comes out. There's an air line that goes through the center of the axle, and it comes out to the end of this cap, and then it connects to these two hoses. Now, each one of these hoses connect to a tire. There's actually a small regulator valve in here, so if a tire repairman needs to change out a tire, he can release this air hose, and it doesn't let all the air drop run out of the tires. It's a check valve type of system. But this is the system that keeps your tires inflated, make sure that everything's looking right while you're going down the road. Another thing I want to talk to you about are these bars back here. Now, these are actually designed so that when a trailer's sitting on the dock and the air bags are deflated, they carry the weight of the forklift going in and out of the trailer. The trailer doesn't drop way down where the forklift can't get in and out. It works off basically like a small brake chamber that rotates this top bar, bringing these bars in. They're actually in the in position now, but the bags are inflated. If the bags were to deflate, it would go down and rest on this carrier back here, and then all the weight would rest on these bars. On occasion, this system malfunctions. When it does, it's totally possible to get an overweight ticket on one axle. Georgia weighs each individual axle. And in certain cases, we've had tickets where this system has malfunctioned, all the weight's riding on the back axle, guys cross the scales and end up getting a weight ticket. So part of your pre-trip, make sure that these systems are working correctly, that your bags are inflating, and that the bars are coming out. There's a piece of linkage here with holes in the strap. That's actually your regulator valve for your airbags. Right? Now, you've got like 5 contact points on that. All of those contact points have the potential to get loose. If any of them get loose, the system is not going to work correctly. Your linkage, instead of being straight, can get sideways or off on the side. You're not going to get proper inflation. And that also can be the reason for these bars not kicking out like they're supposed to, and letting the airbag support the weight. Okay, and that's just some basic information about the secondary air systems on a trailer. And on a later video, we're actually going to go into the air brake systems to go into a little more detail of how they work and what they do and what they can't do. So until then, hope this is informative, and we'll see you in the next video.